Well, let's face it guys, modern trucks are so good it's not funny, really. They come with so many good things that old school four-wheel drivers like me kind of missed out on. I mean, in the old days, we used to think Land Rovers were good, but look at what we got to play with now. And you can see that with a company like Opposite Lock. Over 40 years experience in Australia means that they don't just know about bars and lights and bits and pieces, they know about the whole vehicle too. And integral to any of these new vehicles is the fact that they need a few things to make them even better. Even mechanically speaking, they need a few things to upgrade them to suit Australia's long distance conditions. Now, in the case of this Ford, the obvious thing straight away is some engine enhancement, some breathing enhancement, both ends. And what does that mean? Well, I'll bring Chris in, he can explain it. Chris, explain, my man.
Well, we start with the Safari Snorkel. We've got to improve the engine's ability to breathe, keeping in mind that at the same time we want to make sure that when you're hitting those big water crossings, that we don't have any problems where we're sinking the car.
Yeah.
Last thing you want to do is fork out one of these motors.
And you need insurance at the end of the day. If you're going to travel pretty much anywhere in Australia and be a little adventurous, sooner or later you're going to cross some water. That's where a snorkel comes in. But a good snorkel is also going to direct cool air into the motor.
Certainly is. You'll find the Safari Snorkel, it's the best on the market. Rubber hoses and hose clamps, you find that it's pretty well leak proof. Forcing induction into the motor, it's obviously helping it breathe a lot better.
Yeah, and of course the air up here is going to have less dust in it than the air down there. But let's not forget that at the end of the day, when it comes to a product like a snorkel, you want to get the fitment right. And that's where the RL guys have really got the experience to get that hole in your car just where it should be and get it so it doesn't leak. I know this because I've done it to my own vehicles.
That's certainly right, Ruthie. We don't make a mistake with that one.
No, we don't. We certainly don't.
That's right.
But Chris, it doesn't end there. That gives you a little bit of enhancement. What about the motor itself?
Okay, so this particular one here, we have the Tune It diesel performance chip on there. So basically just doing a few mods to the, basically altering the fuel system. It's allowing a little bit more fuel pressure to flow through the rail, and we're getting a lot more torque, and also an improved economy as well. Obviously when you're towing a big caravan up a hill, you want a bit of safe overtaking. You want to make sure when you put your foot down, the thing's got to get up and go.
Yeah. Performance really is, for the long distance tourer, a safety issue. More than anything else. If you're going to pass people, you want to make it happen as quick as you can. If you're going to pull a van or something else, you don't want to be frustrated. And you can get around so much of this stuff with a little bit of performance enhancement. But at the end of the day, the air comes in quicker, the fuel goes in quicker.
It's got to get out.
It's got to get out.
So at Opposite Lock, we do the Redback Extreme Duty Exhaust System. So it's a 4-bolt flange system, and basically through Opposite Lock you have the option to choose how quiet or how noisy you'd like your vehicle. So what we have is a modular system where you can actually remove the middle section and you can have a straight pipe, a centre muffler or a resonator. So that way you can actually choose how loud or how quiet you'd like your vehicle to be. Yeah. All mild steel, 3-inch turbo back. We have 4-bolt flanges all the way through. Terrific system.
So at the end of the day, guys, it's as simple as that, isn't it? You've got 40 years of Australian experience in all facets of vehicle, aftermarket, design and improvement. And at the end of the day, as good as new trucks are, they could all use a little bit of enhancement, couldn't they?